multiplying and dividing fractions. So for these examples, we want to either multiply or divide. When multiplying or dividing fractions, it's sometimes easiest to simplify over the fraction bar and then do the actual multiplication. For example, we see that we have a multiple of 5 and a multiple of 5, so we can cancel out over the fraction bar. That goes to 1 and that goes to 1 because they're both 5s, and then all we have to do is 1 times 1 over 1 times 7. And then don't forget that we do have a negative sign here, so since there's an odd number of negative signs, the answer is going to be negative. So my final answer is negative 1 over 7. It's usually easier to do it that way. Next one, we have 15 over 8 times 14 over 12. Okay, so again, let's start by simplifying over the fraction bar. 15 is divisible by 3, because 15 divided by 3 is 5. So I'm going to divide by 3 and get 5. And over the fraction bar, if I divide 12 by 3, I get 4. So now I have 5 over 8 times 14 over 4. But again, I can simplify over the fraction bar because 14 is even and 4 is even. I can break that down into 7 and 2. So what I have is 5 times 7 over 8 times 2, and then I should be fully simplified once I do the multiplication. So 5 times 7 is 35, 8 times 2 is 16. And if you want to leave the answer like that, that is fine. There's no negative sign, so there's your final answer. Example 3, negative 2 and 2/3 times 4 and 1/10. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is make them improper fractions. They'll be easier to work with. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8/3. So negative 8/3 times 4 times 10 is 40, plus 1 is 41 over 10. Okay, so now I want to see if I can simplify. So it looks like I have an even number and an even number, so I'm going to divide by 2 and I get 4 and 5. And if I look, it doesn't look like I can simplify anything else, so I'm going to take 4 times 41 and divide that by 3 times 5. Okay, and keep in mind that it is a negative number because there is one negative sign. So my final answer is going to be the denominator of 3 times 5 is 15, and 4 times 41, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So 164 over 15, and it is negative. Final answer. And example 4, this is a division problem. So when we're doing division problems, we start by flipping the second fraction around. So we have 17 over 7 and 35, or negative 35 over 34. And then we can multiply. So now I'm going to do my simplification. So 17 and 34. 34 divided by 17 is 2. 17 divided by 17 is 1. And then I have 35 and 7. I know 35 divided by 7 is 5. So I can divide over the fraction bar here, and I have 1 there. Now I have a very simple problem. 1 times negative 5 over 1 times 2. So 1 times negative 5 is obviously negative 5 over 1 times 2 is 2. And you can leave your answer as negative 5/2. And the last example here, 99 over 10 divided by 11 over 5. So again, we're going to start, because it's a division problem, by flipping the second fraction. And I have 99 over 10 times 5 over 11. And then I'm going to start my simplification. So 10 and 5, I know that 5 divides 10, so 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And now 99 and 11. 11 goes into 99 9 times, and so 11 divided by 11 is 1. So now I have 9 times 1 over 2 times 1. and it's positive because all the numbers are positive, so your final answer is going to be 9 over 2. And you may leave it like that, or you can change it to a mixed number, and that's the final answer.